Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to another CRPG News Roundup, this time for July 19th, 2025, where each week I take a look back at the week in computer and console role-playing game news and bring you the highlights. It looks like Julian LeFay has had to step back from his role as technical producer of the Wayward Realms due to health reasons. He has been battling cancer for a while now, and it isn't looking like there's too much time left, unfortunately, so he's deciding to focus on his time with family. Important all the way. He was one of the OG Elder Scrolls developers in the Daggerfall era, and while this is truly sad news, I'm sure that the remaining Wayward Realms team will be able to continue forward with their vision and hopefully come out with a callback to the old school. Virtuos, developer of Oblivion Remastered, has dismissed nearly 300 employees. This is actually pretty typical for developers after a major release, and honestly, a large team can't really be sustained without a constant supply of work. It's a sad reality in any industry, not just in game development. Anytime a major project is finished, you do have to cut back. Hopefully, they at least will be able to pad their resumes with the Oblivion Remastered success. In less somber news, it looks like Darkest Dungeon 2 got its Steadfast Steward update. It includes UI improvements, hero reworks for a few hero types, and other gameplay changes. It also looks like there will be a third free module release near the end of August. Frosthaven is set to release on July 31st and will be a turn-based tactical RPG based on the board game of the same name. It will bring that tactical fantasy game to the computer. Toho Scarlet Curiosity is set to hit the Switch on September 4th. It has been available on the PS4 for damn near a decade now, and has had a PC version available since 2018. Hyperdimension and Neptunia Rebirth Trilogy is getting a PS4 release on September 30th. It'll include the remakes of the first three games of the series and has been available on the PS Vita and PC for some considerable time now. Guild Wars 2 is getting another expansion, Visions of Eternity, sometime in October. It'll include new elite specializations, encounters, features, and so forth. Inazuma 11, Victory Road, has been delayed yet again. The soccer RPG will now try to hit on November 13th, after originally being slated for August. I think that was actually not originally, but after their last delay. Fantasy Maiden Wars Dreams of the Stray Dreamer is getting an English version set for release on the PC and Switch. It'll target sometime this year and is a spin-off of the Toho series, again, but with a strategy JRPG style. Craylon is set to release on consoles, specifically the PS5 and Xbox Series X/S. It has already been slated to release on the PC, although a date hasn't been set yet. It will be a first-person action-adventure RPG with dungeon-crawling focus from a studio founded by former Piranha Bytes devs. Legends of Amberland 3 was announced. The Crimson Tower will be another entry into the classic first-person grid-based retro series, which I still need to obtain and play the second one of. I really enjoyed the first one. I never did a Let's Play of it because I just kind of knocked it out while I was sick one day. I guess I can go back and play the second one when I have time and then pick this one up because I really enjoyed it. As for actual releases, Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition saw its release, although to mixed reviews. From what I understand, it's a bit unoptimized in its released form, and there was only a bare minimum done to upscale the resolution and fix some UI issues. I'll be happy if they just manage to stabilize it and make it run well on modern machines, honestly. The Necromancer's Tale is a tactical RPG with a story-rich gothic plot where you master rituals from an ancient spellbook to raise an army of the dead. Cyclopean, The Great Abyss, saw its full release. It is a retro-style RPG with a monochrome visual style and Lovecraftian themes. Strings of Fate 11, Magic Dream, hit early access. It is an open-world, exploration-focused, party-based RPG where you run 5 characters through a fantasy world. Even though it says like number 11, I think it's actually the first one in the series. And it reminds me, even though it's got modernized graphics, the colorful world and such remind me of the later Might and Magic games. Sector Unknown is also in early access and is a sci-fi tactical RPG from a top-down isometric style with a solo dev, so keep that in mind. You start on a desolate planet, build a stronghold, and then set out to explore space. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot has Dayama Adventure Through the Demon Realm Part 1. It is a DLC set in the Dayama series with Daima, whatever, with a new scenario, new attacks, and soul emblems, etc. Eden Zero is an action RPG based on the space comic anime from the creator of Fairy Tail, and it actually is supposed to be better than the, at least in terms of gameplay, than the Fairy Tail, the official Fairy Tail RPG, which is funny. This game also looks like it has some sort of crossover going on with the 100 Years War arc from Fairy Tail too, so I'm not sure how that goes. Colony 13 Into the Void is a post-apocalyptic RPG / open world sim where humanity must leave the solar system before something big happens. Quest of the Hero is a dungeon crawler auto-battler designed for short sessions where you craft items, defeat enemies, etc. The Eternal Hunt is an early access, and it looks like a Diablo-esque action RPG, but with a focus on endgame content, basically skipping any sort of single-player story arc and just going for opening up skill trees and random generation from there. Village of Origins is a sort of simple graphics action RPG where you're a bodiless entity taking over various hosts to interact with the world. Toho Crawl is a traditional roguelike, but with characters from the Toho universe, yet another Toho-derived game, and is also free to play, so there is that. Cottonville looks like a cozy farming sim-style dress-up game, although it does have RPG elements apparently, although barely. Anyway, it is cute. There is a demo available, so if that's into that sort of thing, there's that. Lunera is a more traditional top-down retro-style dungeon crawler RPG where you hunt monsters to level up your gear and gear your character. Finally, there's Kingdoms of Dice, the Alonia Chronicles, which is a strategy RPG inspired by dice games where you can play 4 factions along their various campaigns. And with that, let's take a look at crowdfunding campaigns. Remember that contributing to our crowdfunding campaign should be done only at your own risk. Doing so is no guarantee of even receiving a product. Mentioned here is not an endorsement, but it is for informational purposes only. Only one really caught my eye this week. Kill the God Machine, more a twin-stick shooter action RPG with a focus on exploration and build variety, as well as bullet hell style gameplay. So yeah, one of those barely RPG quick play things, but hey, it looks okay. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up here. This has been the RPG Crawler with my CRPG News Roundup for July 19th, 2025. As always, links will be below. I may be a little bit easygoing right now because it is warm here. Summer in Texas, yeah. My apologies again for not uploading more of my Let's Play material, specifically the Let's Play Planescape one. I had yet more minor technical issues all of this week. Nothing major, just the normal result of being too cheap to replace basic computer peripherals and being too busy to do basic maintenance for like over a year. Hopefully I'll be back on track this week. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment on your feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.